Alrighty, welcome back to the Silver Lantern Archives. This is going to be Astral Odyssey episode. Who knows at this point? But we are going to be rejoining the party as they attempt to move through the dungeon hidden underneath the Abbey on the Isle. Would anybody like to catch us up on what has happened in the past and how y'all ended up?
Well, so if I remember correctly on what happened last time, is that we continued to fight with some undead, as we have been doing on this God's Forsaken island for a while now. I think we've been on this island for like a month at this point, roughly.
Something like that.
But I know Mira has the exact dates in their notes somewhere.
Yeah, we'll need to figure out exactly which status boss, but that can wait till later.
Yeah. But we were also dealing with Shivy going into the Soul Gem to save Lynn. Shivy is currently unconscious while Lynn is back up. Mira ended up taking control for a bit as Dance was having a moment and was struggling. Yeah, no, she hasn't. That's why you have taken control. Currently, there's not been a situation. I don't even know if Mira's realized that Xanth's back in control yet. I know Canis has, because Xanth turned to Canis, and so he can see that her eyes are back to their correct color, and no longer black. So, but we dealt with the undead. We went through a door, and our rogue ended up falling for a trap of fake loot, in which we then got our asses handed to us by a giant statue, which we thought was jade. Turns out it was just painted green. It was just stone. As well as Lynn got really hurt in that one as she got tackled to the floor, but Xanth was able to teleport her out of the way and then shatter the statue a bit, and then proceeded to get cornered by a ghoul that kept trying to lick her. Or gas. I think it's gas, not ghoul. So that happened, but eventually we ended that fight and continued onward, trying to avoid as many traps as we could. And where we ended off was that we had, I believe it was Canum and Targrim and Canis were going ahead and doing some scouting, in which they overheard a conversation. And lo and behold, we came across three people that three of us, so basically, three of us each all assumed were dead. One we know for a fact was Targrim's son, who, him being here is odd due to the fact that Targrim was in a stasis for 100 years, and Dragonborns don't live that long.
Mm-hmm.
So, how his son's still alive, we'll have to figure that out. Someone that Canum knew, but we don't have an explanation there. But Canum was unbeknownst to the group. Canum knows that person should be dead. And then a woman that Xanth knows should also be dead, but has not had the time to explain to the party how she knows the woman. But from the sounds of it, we are getting mistaken for the very cult that we are trying to fight against, which is just grand. We have been mistaken for the enemy as they teleported out, and now we're about to fight even more undead.
Yeah.
Because it's never ending.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with the undead. But thank you for that recap. Go ahead and take your hero point, and we begin as we go straight into initiative. Everybody roll, please.
I
forgot we were immediately fighting again.
Another day, another initiative roll. Oh. Well,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Dang it.
But I didn't select my token.
Don't you hate it when it does that?
I thought I had it selected, but I'd moved the little like hand thing to like scroll around the screen, and I forgot to reselect it. Do this every time.
It's okay.
Turn.
I just
You
wanted the part that's
rolled
updated and focused.
27. What's your dex?
I believe it should be 14. It's 14.
Mira, what's your dex?
It's +0. Wait,
What's
my
your dex
dex
score?
is 11.
Wait, what does it mean if a character rolls a negative in their initiative? Does it just mean that they'll go
No, they go. They
less than?
just go with Blues rolled below. Blues rolled less than 1.
Yeah, a lot of my characters have like no decks.
Alice, please stop.
Very recently, Keenan was my only character with an actual good dex score.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. So
Hey, Jay, you sound like you're in the bottom of a well.
Do we need to go get Lassie?
Sorry.
There you go.
Lassie. Sorry, I moved too far away from my laptop.
It's all good.
It's a good thing we won't need Lassie. I'm pretty sure they shot that dog.
We then.
That's
Old Yeller, not Lassie.
Oh.
Anyway, let's start with Caneth. As Caneth, you see those tongue-wielding fools that came after your sister in the past. Their tongues are out and a-waggling, and they are coming.
Not these guys again.
Do note you are still in your archer form, I believe.
Does it last that long?
I believe it lasts 10 minutes, doesn't it?
You're probably right, but I want to check. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It won't be much longer after this that it goes down, though.
Valid. Okay. It's a little bit extra movement to go through other people's squares, right?
To move through allies' squares, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15 to get past Mira. 20.
There's also a large statue in front of you.
30. I'll go here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, since it's my first turn in combat and I'm a Glintstalker thing, I'm gonna take 2 shots with just my gun at this ghosty over here.
The ghost.
And I'm gonna take my bonus
action
shot.
It's gassed, but still. Gotcha.
Right.
Throw
Shot
down
number 1. Oh, lovely. Wasn't that one gonna do me, Cece?
They are going to manage to duck out of the way. However, I have not seen your attack go through. There it goes.
Yeah, it's a little delayed. Okay.
They are going to nimbly dodge out of the way, the first bullet whizzing off and dinging off the wall behind them as they are beginning their dash towards you.
Second shot. Be nice to me, dice. Please. Yeah.
That one's
Oh,
gonna catch
wait,
them.
that's fine.
Did you get them full in the chest?
Alright. Alright, okay, thank you. 11 damage.
Doesn't that do an
And then I'm
extra
gonna take-
D8 or something from your Oh no, that's just your extra attack you haven't taken your
Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta do my extra
Gloomstalker
fun
attack.
shot.
Okay, cool.
No, come on. I'm switching online dice. Fucked up and evil.
That is going to miss.
Alright. And that's about all I got for now.
If I remember correctly, Kenneth, you're a Gloomstalker Ranger, are you not?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have an extra attack. Doesn't Gloomstalker
No,
Ranger's
I'm only-
second attack do an additional D8 of damage?
Oh, I can do an additional D8?
That's what I'm asking, because I think it does extra damage.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Also, don't Gloomstalkers get a third attack
That is,
in
they don't have to
the
hit that.
first round?
That second pistol
I
What?
attack
would
is that
if
attack.
I had 5th
Oh, okay.
level ranger. I am alas only 4th level ranger because I'm a little multi-class boy.
Okay, no.
Uh,
I only saw 2 rolls. I just saw the third.
alright. There's my extra D8.
So you get an extra 6 damage. I was right, it was an extra D8 of damage.
Yes.
And I think it's what, necrotic damage?
I think it's just whatever the weapon type is. You read real quick.
Dread ambush. Oh, the weapon's damage type. Okay, so it's going to be piercing.
Yeah.
Clear. Anything else from Kenneth?
Nope. That'll do it.
Alrighty. Then that brings us to Pelly, who is in the back, slowly making their way forward. That's about as far as they can go. And I don't think they have a good line of sight. No, they don't have a good line of sight. So they are going to dash here, crouching with their bow. Shivy still slung unconscious. Oh, Shivy's body slung over their back. Which brings us to Lynn, who is holding up on spells. She is going to fly over Corvallis and all the way up here to put a hand on Mira, as they are going to cast the spell Cure Wounds at 1st level. Mira, you are going to get 18 HP back.
We love Lynn.
That'll be it for Lynn, which brings us to Mira. Mira, you see the great crystal statue standing before you, and the creatures charge in on either side.
Okay, so we are going to move right here. Because if I move any further, that is going to give me that up attack that I don't want to take right now. So I'm not bloodied anymore. I'll take that off in a second. Anyway. Fighter gonna do fighter things. We are hitting with our greatsword.
Fighter gonna fight.
Hopefully. Fighter gonna fight? 16?
That is going to hit.
Hell yeah. For 13 damage. And we are going to hit again. For that one. Okay.
Alrighty. So you managed to take a good chunk out of the shoulder, but as you whip around to try to bring your greatsword back up, they manage to dodge to the right, going after your ankles.
Mira's judging this guy. Going off to the ankles, really? Dirty tricks. Alright, that would be her turn.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to this ghast over here, who is indeed charging in at Kenneth, and they are going to lash out with their claws. Kenneth has an AC of that, so they are going to hit. Kenneth, you are going to take 12 slashing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
12 slashing. Let's see. Jesus. 10.
That is going to fail as you become paralyzed.
Oh crap! These are.
So I believe I did recently find that I have a paralyze image somewhere. I've just got to find it. Where is it? I know I had it. Don't you hate it when you miss things? It's invisible. Spirit will pull my lightning. Whatever. As Kenneth is paralyzed. Which will bring us to Targrim. Targrim, what you up to?
All right, Targrim will pull out his staff and run over to this guy over here. What was my there? Who was he again? It was 45, right? Yeah. So Targrim will run over here with the staff in hand and give him a whack in the kneecap. Fair.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Both of those are going to hit with a 19 and an 8.
Damn, guy's got low AC.
It's a zombie.
Bang, bang, and I'm going to put stunning strikes on both those hits. So that's 2 key points.
Gotcha. I believe that's Constitution, yes?
Con save 15, yes.
Yep. They are going to save both of them as they look down. The blood kind of oozing out. It's not even oozing, it just kind of flops out, having congealed, and splats at the ground as they just kind of plop.
All right. Well, as a bonus action, I'm going to toss the staff in the air and aim strike right for his balls. His zombie balls.
You are going to hit.
8.
As one falls off.
Oh God, Missy would be proud.
God.
The ogre lets out a mighty roar that reverberates around the room, almost making you cover your ears. But it's still moving. It is wielding its giant club, and it seems like it's going to try to bring it down on Targrim here in a minute. Anything else from Targrim?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to this ghast that is fighting Mira, as they are going to try to dig their claws in through right above the leg piece, right next to the knee in Mira's armor. And they do manage to pierce through, dealing 6 slashing damage to Mira. Mira, however, I will also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Con, don't fail me now. This girl cannot be paralyzed. I'm going to use my MVP to reroll that.
Gotcha. That's a reroll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 21, which is indeed going to save.
Take that off my sheet.
Which brings us, or anything else from Mira? No, that was their turn. Never mind. That brings us to Corvallis. Corvallis, what are you up to? Nelly has just run around you, and Lynn has flown by overhead. Lynn is still overhead, though, so you don't need extra movement to get through their square.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here. I don't get flanking because Mira's been disabled for now.
She hasn't. That's Kenneth that has been disabled.
Right. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna move in and attack.
Do you
Well,
have
first
40
I'm
feet of
gonna use.
movement?
I only use 30. I only use 30.
You were right behind Ellie, weren't you? Right at the corner?
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right here.
Oh, you're up one. So that's 35.
I'll use my blade song first, and then I'll have the 35 movement I need.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Actually, even if I was back in that spot, it gives
Blade
me
song,
10,
yeah,
so I
gives
would
you
have had
10.
40. So either way, I got enough movement.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check.
Okay, let me just remove my thing and. Ew. Oh, this is my last blade song. I'm all out after this. Okay. I got flanking, so moving to strike with my rapier. Booming blade strike on this.
That is going to hit. That is going to be 19 total damage.
Okay. Second attack.
That's going to crit. 14 total damage.
All right. And I'll end my turn there.
Gotcha. And if they move, they will be hit by Booming Blade. Alrighty. That brings us to Xanth. What you up to? As you see
Okay,
Corvallis dart by into the fight to go back up Mira. You're a little, still a little disoriented, but you know there is a fight going on that you need to deal with.
20. Okay. So I'm going to move over there so that I'm flanking with my brother. And so you know those things called spell slots? Yeah, I'm out of them.
Yep.
So
But you got the hammer slot.
I do. I have this thing called a warhammer, so I'm going to use that.
I don't remember the song anymore. I knew that was the wrong beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So you are not currently flanking with Kenneth because he is paralyzed and out of the fight for the moment. But
Oh,
if he does
fuck.
come
I'm a
back,
little
he will
useless.
Oh, wait a minute. You're paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm paralyzed.
Okay, so before I get over there, I'm actually going to stop and I'm going to place my hand on my brother and I'm going to yeet his ass 30 feet with a face step.
God
Move,
fucking
bitch.
bless you.
Where you got? Where you
God
sending
fucking
him?
bless you.
So 30 feet. So you're like right here.
Gotcha.
Hell yes.
And then I'm going to move over here so that I'm not blocking the way.
Fair.
Or actually, I'll move there so that it's. Hey, no, you're focusing on me, not my brother. And then I'm going to smack it.
You see that tongue whip around, drool flinging every which way, and you get it
Bleh.
right in the noggin. Slobber flying on your face as you clock it.
Yeah. Yep. But that is my action and my bonus and my movement. So.
Just need some damage.
Oh yeah, that would be smart.
And I'm not removing damage from you. I'm removing it from the cast. Whoops.
Yeah. I was all ready to move on. Come back here, sheet.
It's gonna be a nice 11 damage as you hit that guy. I'm not gonna curse here. You're gonna catch that guy full in the face with your warhammer, sending him spiraling off to the side. The tongue flapping in the wind as he goes, but he's going to hit the ground, bounce back up, and try to lunge back at you. Tongue still flapping and swinging.
Yeah. I've got my shield at the ready. Let's go.
Alrighty.
That's it.
That is going to bring us to the ogre, who does not like the angry little Targarim that is running around at his feet. He is going to bring his giant morning star up into the air, and he is going to start slamming it into the ground Targrim, that is going to be an 18 and a 16 to hit. Both of which I believe hit you, correct?
AC. I have an AC of 16.
Yes, so both hit.
All right. Well, one of those hits, I'm going to use my gift of the metallic dragon to increase my AC.
Roll the ability for me, please.
My proficiency bonus. Okay.
I apologize if people just heard that screech from my mic. It's louder
My
than I thought
proficiency
it was
bonus
going to
is
be.
3.
Alrighty, so
So-
you grant a bonus to the target when you are another. Okay, you go to your proficiency bonus, so you bring your HP or your AC up to a 19 for that attack. Yes, so it is going to make that second attack hit, or miss. But the first one is going to hit, catching you full in the shoulder, dealing out 17 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
As they are going to be walking
Alright.
this way to stop you from getting away. Ganeth, at the end of your turn, you can make another con save, try to get out of paralysis.
Alright.
But where is it?
Nice to meet dice. Yeah! Alright. I knew the unicorn dice wouldn't let me down.
You are going to succeed, which breaks you out of your paralysis. However, that is unfortunately the end of your turn. Which brings us to Pelly, who is coming forward. She is going to peek around the corner, take steady aim. Well, not actually, she's not a rogue, but she's going to take careful aim and try to shoot the ghast in which Xanth is fighting. The first one is going to go wide, but the second one is going to find its mark, dishing out a total of 14 damage. Which brings us to Lynn. Lynn is flying in, as Lynn is wont to do, a lot of the times going right under the legs of the crystal statue and touching Targrim on the back lightly. And she is going to cast Cure Wounds. Targrim, you are going to get 13 HP back.
All right.
As Lynn uses yet another spell in an effort to keep her party alive. Mira, you see Lynn flit by out of the corner of your eye, but you see you are currently dueling with a ghast that is taking on both you and Corvallis.
Who's surrounded there? Okay, no, she's gonna stay for now.
Okay.
Alright. We are gonna do the fighter things.
Fighter things. Does whatever a fighter can.
You are going to hit. Do me some damage. As Mira comes in hard with that great sword, slashing out part of their guts, making it bloodied and wounding it rather severely.
I would also like to use one of my superiority die, add an extra d8 of damage, and I'm going trip attack. So give me a strength save DC 15.
Alrighty, that is a dirty 20, in which it is going to save, but take an additional 8 damage.
And second attack, let's go.
That is also going to hit. Deals an additional 10 damage. It is doing
Nothing
not looking
damage.
good, and you do manage to severely weaken one of the arms, getting 2 good slashes and 1 to the gut, 1 to the arm, almost severing its left arm entirely.
Note, its speed is reduced by 10 feet. Not that I think that it's moving anywhere anytime soon.
Gotcha.
All right, that is it for her turn.
That brings us to Xanth. Xanth, this Gayest is going to try to drive its claws into your neck, but you are going to manage to may force it to back off with your shield. It is then going to whip around you, moving on to this side and continuing on this way, which gives you an attack opportunity.
Yeah, because he needs to leave my brother alone. Okay. So it missed me, is what you said, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I can't trigger Wrath of the Storm, but I can smack him. If Discord would get out of the way so that I could actually see my sheet.
Never.
Pesky Discord.
It's always in my way.
Alrighty, that's going to be a hit. Do me some damage. Nice.
For 7
damage.
bludgeoning.
As it does make it over to Caneth, as Caneth, you smell its foul stench start to fill your nose again.
I'm taking Sentinel next session or next level up.
Did I just skip Targrim? I think I did.
Yeah, you skipped me and
Targrim.
yeah.
Targrim,
All right,
before you begin your turn, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oof.
You are affected by the absolutely awful stench this thing has, and you have become poisoned. Or not that one, you're way over there. Never mind, you're fine.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
Wrong
ogres
one.
have that?
I was looking at Mira. It's my bad. So yes, Targrim, you're fine.
Okay, so before I'm going to let's see, was it an action? I think it was an action. Yeah, it's an action. So I'm going to use my action instead of to attack, but to focus on my belt to draw the key points that I can out of it. So equal to a roll your martial arts die, which is a D6.
D6, I believe, yeah.
So roll that. 3 points. So I get 3 points of key back. And I'm going to spend 1 to bonus action Flurry of Blows.
Don't you have to use an attack to flurry of blows?
Uh,
I believe it's when you take
yeah,
the attack action.
yeah, it is. It's immediately after you take the attack action.
Yep.
Damn. So is there anything else I can do? Or no. No, that I can't do shit.
Okay, is that it for Targrim?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to this Gayest back here, who is looking between Corvallis and Mira, and they are going to whip around and try to take a shot at Corvallis. Corvallis, that is a 24 to hit you, which is going to hit.
Silver barbs.
Alrighty. Make sure you write down that is going to be an 18 to hit you. Does that hit? Because I know you get an AC bonus from Blade Singing, but I don't remember what it is.
That just hits.
Okay, so it's a +4 from Blade Singing. Adds your intelligence to AC.
No, I have a +3. I have a 17.
Okay, cool. That is going to be 10 slashing, and you need the Constitution saving throw from you. That is going to save. It's a natural 20. Good job. But you are still going to take that 10 slashing damage.
And now I'm out of second level slots.
Fair. That's all the slots you had, wasn't it? Haven't you already used all your first level too?
I've got 3 third level slots. I haven't been able to because I can't fireball.
Fair. As that is happening and it completes its turn, y'all hear stone begin to creak.
Uh-oh.
Joyful.
As Xanth, you're able to turn around just in time to see what looks like a shimmer of something above your head. And you look up in time to see a great axe that the crystal statue standing next to you was holding, descending on you, hitting you for a 21. It is then going to attack again, getting a 19. 19. I believe both of those hit.
Yeah, because my AC 17.
Yeah.
I will not, because I don't have a reaction. Let me.
Because you just used it against the Gaius who ran away. And then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what does the first one do?
The first attack with the great axe, and it's a attack with its horns, not its axe, the second one, as it brings down the axe, dealing a total of 27 damage, slashing from the great axe, and then leveling its horns down, as it is a great minotaur, and it is going to catch you on the horn right above the hits, dealing an additional 10 piercing damage, for a total of 37.
37. Okay.
And I will also need a strength save.
No, you don't.
Oh.
He's dead.
I'm
down.
not dead, but I am down. And speaking that I wasn't expecting that, I'm not even going to.
Heroes.
I'm not going to heroes, just because I didn't see that coming.
Everybody in the group hears the crash and the scream from Xanth. As Xanth hits the ground, Kenneth, you can see the blood dripping down the crystal axe of this great crystal minotaur, and it is now turning to look at the rest of y'all. Corvallis, it is your turn. Both of those are going to hit, dealing a total of 15-20 damage, which is enough to bring this one down as two lightning quick flashes of your rapier catch it in the gut and then in the mouth as it attempts to bite you with its last standing breath before collapsing to the ground in a heap. What would you like to do now, Corvallis? If you're talking blue, we do not hear you.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, they go over there. They go to get my attention. Gotta save this thing fast. Shit.
You're gonna run over
You
there?
good, Blue? I think they're having technical difficulties.
They usually do,
Yeah.
so probably.
I'm not having technical difficulties. I'm trying to figure out how to solve the scenario.
Fair.
You get either help Xanth or help Targrim, and I'll get whoever you're not going for.
All
You got
right,
this?
I'll move. Oh yeah, I'll move over next to the Minotaur.
Gotcha. Anything else, or is
Not
that
my
complete
turn.
your turn? Xanth, you are on the ground and bleeding out. I need that death save. as Xanth continues past their first death save. We'll see if they failed or they will die based on how the party reacts. The ogre, on the other hand, is angry, forgetting about the small dragonborn that was chasing it, as he didn't do anything, as it lumbers up to Caneth. Targrim, that does give you an attack of opportunity.
All right, I'm going to take a swing at it with my staff. Damn.
Unfortunately,
Oh wait, yeah,
9 is going to hit, but you do not have
Yeah.
advantage.
yeah. But can I add stunning strike to that?
I believe so.
Just
It's not
please.
stunning strike. I think it's whenever you hit. So let's go look.
Let's see.
Stunning strike. Here we go. Whenever you hit another creature as part of a melee attack. Yeah. So yeah, you can
All
stunning
right.
strike it.
I'm going to stunning strike.
Alrighty, it is an ogre. That is a 19 on its Constitution save, which means it's going to save, but it is going to deal 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I don't know why I rolled twice. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're fine. It is going to bring its Morning Star down with an almighty crash on Caneth, but Caneth is going to manage to dodge out of the way as it cracks the tile underneath it. Caneth, you are surrounded. Your sister is on the ground bleeding out. What will you do?
What's the ceiling situation here? How high are the ceilings?
You're looking at a ceiling height of about 30 feet.
God bless. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop out my wings. I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fly 20 feet up and move 10 feet closer to my sister.
Gotcha.
And I think that's about all I can do for this turn.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to Pelly, who is going to remain where she is. She is going to lean around and take a shot at the other ghast. She's shot underneath the legs, so she's fine. She's going to make a pair of shots, both of which are going to find their mark, for a total of 10, 16, 24 damage to that ghast up there, which is going to bloody it as well, as both arrows blossom out of their torso. That will then bring us to Lynn. Lynn is on the move. She's going over here. And she is going to continue her tappings, as she is going to tap Xanth on the ground, giving 20 HP back to her with another Cure Wounds. Xanth, you're on the ground, but you're no longer dying. Mira, you have seen your friend fly into a very dangerous situation, and Caneth is also in a very dangerous situation.
Mira is coming right here. If either one of these fuckers wants to go after anyone else, they're going to take an op attack. And she is going to attack the bloody one.
Fair. Go in for that strike. That's going to hit. Decent 14 damage. That's also going to hit. My voice just cracked there. Oh dear. For another 12 damage, as you get a good shot in at its neck, digging into the meat of the torso, but it's still making sounds, so you rip your blade back out, you bring it crashing down again, completely severing the head, neck, and other arm of this creature before it slumps to the ground.
Brilliant. And she's going to use her last 5 feet to move just here. Just getting as much in the way between that thing and anyone else in the party.
Gotcha. That brings us to Targrim. As Targrim, there are two large creatures now becoming a problem for the party.
Targrim has already put some work into this ogre, so he's going to go around to right here. So he has flanking with Mira. And he's going to swing his staff at it. 1, 2.
Both of those are going to hit with an 11 and 12.
I'm
Well,
going
no,
to
13 and 14. Because you
I'm
have
going to try to stun it once.
Gotcha. Let's go for a stun. That is a 23 on the dice. Well, not on the dice,
Damn.
but
So that's 10 bludgeoning, and I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it once.
gotcha. As that is also going to hit with a 12. Dealing 4 more bludgeoning damage to the large, shambling ogre.
Yeah. And that's it.
That is going to bring us to the statue. That statue is going to whip around, seeing Corvallis now appear. He is going to try to gore him with his horns. It's a 15, which is going to miss. And then it is going to try to flash out with that great axe, almost cleaving Corvallis in two with a 16. But Corvallis, in his blade song state, is able to nimbly dodge out of the way. Corvallis, that brings us to you.
Okay, gotta figure out how I can hurt this thing because I gotta figure out if I can hurt this thing.
Better spell.
I guess I'll just take the dodge action. I don't have. I guess I'll just take the dodge action. I can't hurt this thing.
You don't know that. Straight up.
Oh,
It's. I've
You-
tried stabbing statues. I've tried stabbing statues here. My piercing damage is resisted.
You
That's
instead-
not.
That way, he's nope. That's the wrong person dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is going to be Corvallis dodging. And anything else for Corvallis?
No, I don't have any bonus action spells, so I'll end my turn. I'll just keep this thing distracted.
Gotcha. That's going to bring us to Xanth.
Xanth is going to stand up. First and foremost, Xanth is going to stand up. And she's going to look at Corvallis and go, fucking hit it.
You see the Minotaur whips back around to see you back on its feet, and you can see almost this red glow start in its eyes as it is angry. You have not done it the service of remaining dead where you belong.
yeah, well, the statue's
Yep.
a little bitch, so.
It's twice your size. If it's little, what does that make you?
Someone with a mole.
That is going to hit Xanth with a 20.
Technically, it's a 22.
Yes, you are flanking with Corvallis.
Okay, where? And that is bludgeoning with a magic weapon.
You see, unlike the stone statues in which you have fought before, in which hammers are a good way to break it, this creature is made of crystal, and your hammer crashes down, cracks the crystal, but then bounces off rather violently. You do get all 11 damage, but that is it.
Okay. So, that's not a bad way for that to end. Xanth's gonna do something stupid.
You seem to have a lot of those plans. Taking the point of exhaustion. 2 points of exhaustion to cast spiritual weapon.
2. Yep. Where am I?
As a spiritual blade appears. Yours is a hammer, though, isn't it?
It is, but that's the one that you have set up for me.
Yeah, I don't have a hammery one, unfortunately. It's what we got.
So 10 force.
That unfortunately is going to bounce off of the. Or no, it hit. Sorry, that's 10
Yeah,
damage.
I was gonna say that's a 22 for.
Thought that was to hit. My bad.
No.
As the hammer comes crashing down and has a much more visceral effect than your warhammer does, as it cracks and webs the stone, dealing 20 damage.
Dealing 20?
Yes.
It's
Okay,
vulnerable.
yeah, Xanth's gonna call out, it's vulnerable to force!
Is that all for Xanth?
Yeah, Xanth is actively trying to keep this thing on her.
Alrighty. That is going to take us to the ogre, who is going to turn back around and look in dismay at the tiny dragonborn that thinks that they are worthy. So they are going to let out another roar and try to turn it into a pancake. This time they are going to manage to catch Tarvin with a 19, dealing. Oh, that's round 3. 13 bludgeoning damage to Tarvin. And technically, Xanth, that's round 2. Or no, that is round 3. We're about to go round 4. Never mind. Target. So 13 total bludgeoning damage.
Alright, got it.
That brings us to Kenneth, who is high above, and you can see that Xanth is pushing herself beyond her limit. Her body sagging under the effort to cast another spell.
All right. I could cast Guiding Bolt. Maybe I'll go with Guiding Bolt. Less spell slot though.
And since you are high up, you're not participating.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide what I want to do here.
No worries.
Okay, I guess first I'm gonna move a little bit. A lot of stuff over here. I don't want to be by it. 5. Can I fly like over Lynn, or is she also kind of
She's not as high as you. She's only 10 feet off the ground.
okay? 5, 10, 15. Oops. 15, 20. I'm gonna go pop into this corner over here.
Okay.
Fire off my little bonus action shot from Archer. Ah,
Does that have to be
Jesus.
part of an action
15?
as well? Or
It's a bonus action.
is it a bonus action that requires an attack action before? Or a spell beforehand?
No.
It's just any. Okay. Alrighty, and who
Yeah,
you aiming
no,
it
the
at?
Strike from Archer I can just use.
Who you aiming it at? The ogre or the minotaur?
The statue.
Gotcha. That is going
Statue.
to hit
Statue.
them. Give me some damage.
Ooh,
I think that's
sick.
radiant damage, yeah.
Yeah, it's radiant damage, and I deal an extra 3 because I have my little wings out.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. That 8. That's 11 radiant damage on the bonus action shot.
So that's 11 total damage.
Yes.
As
Then,
oh, go ahead.
sorry.
As you hit that creature, you see the crystal inside of it light up with that radiant energy and start to blast out of it. Xanth and Corvallis, I need a dexterity save. I believe dodge gives you
Oh, man.
advantage on that. Corvallis is fine. I need one from Xanth. Xanth, however, is
Jesus.
not quick enough to get out of the way as the radiant energy slams into Xanth, and Xanth, you are going to take 3 radiant energy damage.
How much?
3.
Okay.
Sorry, no, 2. Just 2. Round down, not round up.
You're a menace to me specifically today, Sushi.
Anything else from Kenneth?
I guess I'll try to shoot him.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's a 17.
That's going to hit.
Gonna deal. It's gonna be another 3 radiant damage. So,
Okay.
apologies, everyone.
Need another dex save from Corvallis and Xanth.
Gonna deal 9 damage to it.
Gotcha. Xanth's going to fail again, taking 1 radiant damage. Corvallis is fine. As yet again, the light blasts out. Anything else from King?
Nope.
Ellie is going to take a single step back to try to keep Shivy protected on their back as they are going to take a pair of shots at the Minotaur. One of them finding purchase in its thick crystal hide, and she is going to deal 8 piercing damage. It gives a little nick, but it doesn't. It seems to be doing the average damage. That will then bring us to Lynn, who doesn't have anybody really to heal, as she is going to fly up, grab this thing's axe, and attempt to be a nuisance. As whoever attacks it next has advantage. Yeah.
All right, they have enough that they're dealing with over there. She doesn't want to let this second guy enter that equation. So we are going to hit him with our greatsword, hopefully. Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, okay. And we are hitting. And I would like to use my last superiority die. Add another d8 of damage.
Trip it out.
Only 2. And I would like to use trip attack, please. So
You are
DC
going to get
15
it
strength save.
good on the leg and rip it out right from under it as it goes crashing to the ground.
All right. My second attack's with advantage, though.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's going to hit.
Close. Oh well. Yep.
That is an additional 11 damage on the downed ogre as you tear into its flesh, globbles of jellified blood splatting on the ground with a thickening slap.
Mira stabs the greatsword into this door that's on the ground and looks up at Targrim and just lets out like a little smirk and just says, "Get him."
Is that it for Mira?
That is it.
That will bring us to Targrim.
All right. Targrim will once again start smacking this mother with the staff.
Both of those are going to hit
Bam. Bam.
for a total of 19 damage.
And I'm going to use a key point for flurry of blows and start wailing on this guy with my bare hands.
Gotcha. Both of those are going to hit
Bam.
for 9 more damage. As you start wailing into this thing, flipping, stabbing it with your staff, and pounding away at it, one of your hands goes through its gut, and you pull it out, and you've got what looks like intestines. It smells very bad. Not as bad as the gas did, but still pretty bad.
That's it for Targrim.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us to this crystal statue who is currently fighting with Lynn to get use of his axe, but he is going to take a jab at Lynn with his horn, attempting to get her back. He is going to miss as she lets go of the axe just briefly, allowing him to bring it down on Xanth.
Silvery barbs.
3rd level.
No, I'll take a point of exhaustion.
Gotcha. Alrighty, as you push past what you should naturally be able to do, you are going to Silvery Barbs his attack. That is going to be an 11. Xanth is able to block it with her shield.
Okay, and I'll give the advantage to Xanth.
Gotcha. That will then bring us to Corvallis. Corvallis, you can
Okay.
attack. You have advantage because Lynn is still being a menace up there.
Alrighty. Well, seeing as bullets worked on this thing, I guess my sword might work.
That is going to hit for a 21 as you stab it in, cracking its leg. It is going to do a total of 15 damage. However, I also need a dex save, not a dex save, con save from Corvallis, Lynn, and Xanth. As you see the thunder slam into it, vibrating the crystal, and you feel the vibrations continue out from around it.
That's a 10 from me.
Yep. Corvallis, you are going to fail. Xanth, I need one for you.
It's coming. Give me a second.
Lynn's going to succeed.
I have advantage on this, so 1 sec.
You have advantage from Silvery Barbs or from something else?
Silvery.
Silvery barb.
Gotcha. That is going to succeed. So the only one that takes damage from that is Corvallis. And Corvallis, you are going to take 2 thunder damage as it reverberates off of the crystal.
Ow.
But you still get your second attack. And it is now sheathed in thunder. That, unfortunately, is going to bounce off of the crystal, not catching a good nick and bouncing off.
My turn.
Alrighty. Xanth, that brings us to you.
Well, We're gonna smack it.
That's going to hit. For a 22. Deal 9
Bludgeoning.
damage.
And then spiritual weapon. And 7 force.
14 force. As you
Yeah.
take a nasty chunk out of its pectoral muscle. Anything else for the Zenith?
I'm trying to get it to focus on me is all I'm trying to do.
Fire. That brings us to the ogre, who is going to push themselves back onto their feet, and they are going to look at Mira and let out a roar, forgetting about the puny dragon that is behind it, as they are going to lash out with their Morning Star, hitting for a 21 against Mira, dishing out 12 bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to need a strength save.
12. And a strength save. Ah,
They catch you. You're not expecting it. Your axe, great sword is raised, and you don't get it down in time to block it. As they catch you full in the side, and they fling you like a freaking rag doll. You bounce once across the stone before slamming into the wall, taking 6 more bludgeoning damage and falling prone.
all right.
Targrim, you see this lumbering buffoon is coming forward, chasing Mira. You get an attack opportunity.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna swing on with my staff.
That is what? Oh yeah, attack opportunity. That's a 10, so that's gonna hit. It's gonna be 6 damage.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Gotcha. That is gonna bring us to Caneth. As Caneth, you can see Mira is against the wall, her sword on the ground next to her, and a ogre bearing down on her.
Okay.
Here I will say I'm fine focused on the statue. Just
What do you say?
I'm fine focus on the statue.
Respectfully, I'm doing more harm than good when it comes to the statue, so no can do. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And you're 20 feet
25.
up, so you don't get attack opportunity, so you're fine.
Gonna go 30. I'm gonna take my bonus action and normal shot at the ogre.
Okay.
Jesus. 9
A 9 is going to hit.
for actually?
Mhm.
Shit.
9's been
Okay.
hitting this entire time.
I am famously good at paying attention. Okay. So I do 11 plus my extra 3. So that's
Excuse me, 14 damage.
yeah, 14 radiant to Mr. Ogre.
You see it
And now
immediately whips around and looks up at you up in the air and lets out another roar, stopping from going after Mira and turning to hunt you.
Okay.
Can you reach him 20 feet in the air?
We'll find out.
That's 16
That's going to hit.
to hit. I'm going to do Jesus.
6 damage.
6 radiant or 6 damage. Yeah, 3 of it's radiant.
Yep. 3 piercing, 3 radiant. As it burns into the forehead, but this thing only yells louder. Rage starting to fill it.
Hey. Someone else shoot it, please.
Anything else from Kenneth?
No.
That brings us to Pelly,
That'll
who is
do it.
going to keep up her attacks on the Minotaur, one of them finding purchase, as she is going to deal a total of 15 damage. That will bring us to Lynn. Lynn's going to continue to be a nightmare, grabbing on to the axe again and getting flitted around. As she is going to take the help action. Whoever attacks next has advantage. Mira! You can see the ogre has turned its back to you.
Absolutely not. So first of all, we are standing up. We are no longer prone. Yep, I'm going to take the 15 feet that I have left to come over here.
Okay.
Trying to stop it from reaching the rest of the party. And we're going to get swinging.
That is going to hit. 14 slashing as you dig in your blade into its thigh. The second one slashing out, catching its calf, dealing another 12. It is wounded and bloodied, muscle tendons flying every which way, but it is still standing and still locked on Kenneth.
She's trying her best to catch its attention, though. Like,
Okay.
that's about all she's got.
Dargrim!
All right. Targum is going to rush over here to the opposite side of Mira to continue the flanking maneuver and attack this thing with the staff. Bam, bam.
There's a 24 and a 14, or 26 and a 14. Both of those are going to hit.
Yeah.
Dishing out 13 total damage.
And with a spinning kick, I kick him right in the gut.
That's going to hit with a 12. Dealing an additional 6 damage.
All right. That's all I can do.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to the Minotaur, who once again is going to try to shake Lynn off. But they are going to catch Lynn digging their horn into one of her wings and flinging her to the ground. She slams into it with an oomph, taking 11 piercing damage before it hefts its hammer again and tries to crush Xanth. That is going to be a hit.
Silver barbs again. I'll take another point of exhaustion.
Alrighty. Why aren't you rolling my damage? Come on. There it goes. It needs to roll again. That is a 20. Hit still. And it is going to come crashing down on Xanth for 24 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
That is
I am back down.
second level of exhaustion for Corvallis. Xanth catches it full in the torso this time, as she is crushed into the ground. Kenneth, you see this happen yet again, as it is turning back to deal with Corvallis, who is no longer dodging at this point.
Corvallis, who are you giving?
Oh yeah, advantage.
Corvallis, the advantage.
Mira.
Mira has advantage. But Corvallis, what are you going to do?
Okay, let's see what I can do. All right, I'll use green flame. I'll attack the thing with my rapier and use green flame blade this time. Let's see if fire does anything.
Gotcha.
That was not supposed to be advantage. My first parts.
Or you do have advantage from Lynn. So that's still going to hit either way. But yeah, that's.
I thought Lynn was in the corner of the room.
They do, but they spent their turn taking the help action, which remains whether or not they're there or not.
Okay. All right. Damage and 1d8 of fire damage.
Gotcha. As that is going to deal 11 total damage.
All right. Second attack.
That one, since Xanth is down, is going to miss.
Do I still not get advantage, or does it help only the first attack?
Only the first attack.
Oh, dang. Okay. All right. I have my turn.
That brings us to Xanth. Xanth, I need another death save.
It's coming, I swear. One day it'll get through. Realistically, though, if you would like, you can skip over me while my computer's doing this bullshit.
Fair enough. That brings us to the ogre, who is going to ignore both Mira and Targrim and come charging head first at Caneth, giving both of them attacks of opportunity. Mira,
Why do you want
have
to kill me
advantage.
so bad?
You shot a zombie with radiant damage. What do you think?
What did I do? Oh, okay,
Mira, you
that
have
makes sense.
advantage, so roll again.
Oh yeah. Reward.
Roll your to hit again. See if you crit.
Oh. Nope.
Nope. But you are going to deal 14 damage, and then I need damage. I need to see if Targrim hits if he is taking that attack opportunity.
You know I'm going to do that.
Question, Mira, do you have Sentinel?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had it or not.
That's going to hit. Do me some damage. That's going to be 6. As y'all both lash into this thing's legs, trying to stop it as it goes into a football stance, and it starts hoofing it, and it digs into its last step, the tiles crunching under the force of it as this thing vaults into the air, its mace held high, and it tries to bring it down on Caneth, just getting up in the level. Caneth, you see the spiked metal ball coming right for you, and that is a 25 to hit, as that is going to be 13 bludgeoning damage, and I need a dexterity save. Are you taking another? Wait, you just used that. Or no, Corvallis, you've had your turn, so you're taking another
Yeah.
exhaustion point. Alrighty. Let's see if it still manages to hit. That's the wrong one.
Please miss.
That is a 24, one down.
God. Damn.
But that is going to be 13
Alright.
bludgeoning damage, and I need a dexterity save from Caneth.
Okay. Sick.
Oh, Kenneth, you got advantage on the deck save.
Oh, thank you very much.
Let's get the second silvery box, right?
15?
15 is going to save as you narrowly manage to escape the brunt of that Morning Star, so it doesn't spike you into the ground as this thing slams into the ground again, sliding behind you, still roaring. Caneth.
God's fucking bless you, Corvallis. How much damage was it again?
That was 13 bludgeoning damage.
Awesome. Sick.
Alrighty, Caneth, what you up to?
Well, first of all, gonna fly those last 10 feet up. And then I'm gonna go 5. I'll be over here, 20. And I'm gonna take my bonus action if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pistol shot and my archer shot.
Gotcha.
Jesus, I'm rolling so bad. So happy this thing's AC is low. I've got a 13.
That's gonna hit.
I haven't rolled above a 6 in so long. Jeez, and my damage sucks too. 7.
7
3 of its
damage
radiant.
as it continues to scream in anger.
Alright. And now for the artifact. Die. 11.
That's gonna hit.
And oh my god, I'm retiring these dice too. That's gonna be another 7.
It's gonna hit. For 7 more
And I
damage.
think that's about what I got.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to Pelly, who is still in the hallway taking shots. One of them is going to manage to hit. She's going to do a total of 10 damage to the Minotaur. Which brings us to Lynn, as Lynn is going to crawl her way over, one of her wings kind of bent at a weird angle at the top of it, as she is going to put a hand on Xanth, and she is going to give them 11 HP.
Xanth wakes back up, looks at this thing, and says, "Why won't this thing fucking die already?"
It roars at you. Mira, what you up to?
I flip it off.
Alright, so
Kenneth is hiding
that
in
thing
the
is
top
bloody.
corner of the room. The Minotaur is still looking strong. The ogre is bloodied.
Mira kind of turns to look at Kenneth and Target and is like, "You guys got the ogre, yeah?" And she's gonna go after the statue, who seems to be our biggest problem at the moment.
Definitely the biggest problem for
He's
Sam.
going. Yeah. Question.
Mm-hmm.
For if I use grapple as one of my attacks, can I like grab and slide Xanth away?
Yes, you could move them at half your speed.
I can move them at half my speed. Amazing. So as one of her,
Do note Xanth is still awake and can contest it if they want to.
Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Mira, but the moment you try to go after it, she's going to look at you and tell you, fucking kill it. I'm fine.
she'll decide to listen, and she's gonna go after this thing, and let's see how it does with slashing damage. For a crit.
That's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. It's going to be a total of 14 slashing damage,
Mm-hmm.
which cracks its crystal body as you get it in the groin. That one is going to miss, however, as it deflects it with the haft of its axe.
And Mira is being a nuisance and trying to get this thing's fucking attention, basically.
Gotcha. That will bring us to Targon. Targon, what you up to? If that's it for
All right.
before I go on.
Yep.
Okay, Targon, go. What you got?
All
for me?
right. Targum is going to run toward the ogre. He's going to plant his staff in the ground to make a jumping attack against him. Bam, bam.
Both of those are going to hit for 11 damage.
And he's going to spin in the air and give a spinning kick right to his chin before he lands.
Gotcha. That's going to hit. That's going to deal 5 additional damage.
And that's all Targum can do.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us the Minotaur, who's gotten rid of the pesky moth that keeps getting in his face. So he is going to whip around, try to gore Corvallis. There's a crit fail as Corvallis manages to duck out of the way. They are then going to use their momentum as they're turning to swing their axe around over their head, over their shoulder, and try to bring it crashing down for a crit on Mira.
Jesus Christ.
Corvallis, don't you dare.
I've already used my reaction.
Okay, good.
So
How much?
honestly, at this point, I'm ready to get 5 levels of exhaustion. Just it keeps over rebarbing.
That is going
You're
to
No!
speed running these exhaustion levels, my guy.
that is going to be a total of 43 HP damage to
Oh.
Mira.
Oh no!
He's out.
Oh god.
As you see, it comes down with an almighty crash, trapping Mira against the ground, the tiles cracking around her from the force of the blow.
If anyone else were to get that hit, they'd be fucking dead, so I'm glad that it's her over anybody else.
But
As it
got a
turns
bonus
to
action
look
kill
at
for you,
the
buddy.
last man standing, Corvallis. Corvallis, it is your turn. What are you doing? This thing.
Talking
is
about, I'm
bearing
still
down.
awake.
Yeah, it doesn't know that. You're on the ground.
What are you talking about? I literally told it to fuck off. It roared at me. It does know I'm awake.
It's not all that bright. You can see it doesn't have a brain.
I'll give it that.
Pretty rock.
Plus, you're not standing. You're on the ground. But, Corvallis, what you doing?
I guess I'll just take my. I'm at 3 levels of exhaustion, so I don't think I'll be able to hit this thing with my attacks. So
His third level is disadvantage on attack,
Attacks.
isn't it? Yep. Had a
yeah,
feeling.
and all my spells will hurt the team. So I damn. I guess I'll just try and get its attention and take the dodge action.
Fair enough. As it is
Yeah,
definitely
there's literally
roaring at you right now.
Yeah, there's literally nothing else I can do. I have my turn.
Xanth, that brings us to you. You can see this thing is turning on Corvallis. And Corvallis is like, all right, bitch, I'm ready to play dodgeball. Which way you gonna go? I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, so first things first is Xanth is going to heave herself up and go, Lynn gets her fucking standing. I'm going to put a hand on Mira and use my last phase step to teleport her over here.
Okay. You can also
Um,
see Lynn is also on the ground.
Yes, I do see that. So, the Xanth, that's why I put Mira right there, right next to her. Get Mira back up. As I'm gonna try and hit this motherfucker.
That's gonna hit. You're still whisper rolling. That's a 25.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed.
That is a 25
You'll
to
have
hit
to-
for those that can't see it. Which is indeed going to hit, because it's actually a 27.
Yes, and there's the actual damage. That is bludgeoning.
Gotcha. It's going to deal 8 bludgeoning
Um,
damage.
And I need to read something real fast. Discord, go away so that I can read things. Okay. That I'll have to wait until next turn if I'm still standing to do something stupid.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
No bonus action?
I did bonus action. I bonus action got Mira the fuck out of the way.
Oh, right. Yeah. Alrighty, that brings us to this ogre who still doesn't give a care about the Dragonborn as he runs over this way at Canum, or Caneth, giving Targrim another attack of opportunity.
This thing likes to run around despite the fact that it's really easy to hit.
That's going to hit for a 9. 5. Alrighty. As you see, it hefts its mace. It looks up at Canum, and as it's running, it heaves it back and it launches it like a javelin.
Throw it, dude.
For a crit, slamming Caneth into the wall. One of the spikes pure. Oh, okay. We got another silvery barbs from him. That's still a hit, but I need a deck save.
At least it's not a crit.
All my life flashed before my eyes, I swear to God. Okay, deck save?
Yep.
Okay. 17?
Yep. That is going to save. As yet again, you manage to miss the bulk of this mace as it slams into the wall before it slices through you before slamming in the wall and blasting back to the zombie who picks it up. You are going to take 12 bludgeoning damage. Brings us to Caneth.
Alright.
Caneth, you've discovered
So,
the ceiling's not safe.
okay. I'm going to first use my bonus action to use up my first level spell slot. Well, I get over to Mirror. I don't want to bring the ogre over there. I'm not going to go over to Mirror. I'm going to use the healing word on Mira.
Gotcha.
If I can find the thing. These roll good. Yes. Okay. So it's only 7 hit points, but it's hit points.
Yep.
Enough to get her back up.
Yeah.
As Mira wakes up, I'm going to be nice and say your short sword went with you when you got teleported.
Oh, thank you. You're so nice to me.
Now you're gonna be nice.
That's how you want to play? Alright, Corvallis.
Blue.
No. Blue takes it back. They take it back.
Take it
Start
back
using the
now.
abilities
I'm
it
going to
stopped
go over
using.
here.
Alrighty, Caneth, you're going to run up there. Anything else?
Yeah, I still got a action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot with gun.
Oh, yeah, I got pistol. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. Okay, 22.
That's going to hit. I imagine you're still shooting zombie.
Oh. Yeah, still shooting zombie. I have a question. Is it a bonus action to use favorite foe? It says on a hit with a weapon attack.
Roll the ability.
I
I don't think it takes a bonus action. I think it's just on a hit. You can use it.
Yeah. Please roll this. Do that? Did it do
Yep.
it? It did do it.
You replace
Okay.
when you hit a creature
Sick.
with an attack roll. Yeah, it's just
Alright.
on hit.
I wish
You're
I'd
fine.
remembered that I had that literally the entire combat up to this point.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
But we live and we learn.
Yep.
We live and we learn.
So you are
Okay.
concentrating now?
Yes. I already rolled my damage for my pistol.
You have
Didn't.
not rolled your damage for the pistol.
Alright. Here's D4 plus my 3 radiant.
Yep.
Plus whatever I roll right now.
I think it's a D6 or a D8.
Oh! Damn it. The D6?
I don't know. I don't know what the pistol damage is. So
I only did
favorite
1,
foe.
anyways.
Okay, so 3, 5, 8 damage.
I think it should be 8 damage total.
Mm-hmm. Anything else from Caneth?
Try. Not actually. No, I think that's all I got.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to Pelly, who is going to continue their ranged assault, shooting 2 arrows, one of which is going to hit, one of which is going to miss. She's rather consistent like this, and she's going to deal 11 damage to the Minotaur. Which is going to bring us to Lynn. Lynn, seeing that Mira is now up on her feet and she is low on spells, she is going to crawl her way this way. And as the Minotaur is starting to raise its axe, she's going to grab the haft of it, get taken up into the air, and she is taking the help action as she is getting flung around on the end of the axe again. Mira.
Right, first things first, she is getting up. And I'm going to need you to take that token off because I am that bit of the thingy is off screen. Yep. We are up and we are here, and we are swinging.
You can go under Lynn if you
That's
want
what we're
her
doing.
flanking.
And first attack with advantage, because Lynn.
Lynn's up in the air. If you want to go into Lynn's square to get flanking, you can.
Hello?
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 What's
Oh
going on?
no.
Uh-oh.
Mika's.
Who's
We're
that?
having
Oh
technical
no!
difficulties.
It's Mika.
Mika, no! We need... Ow. Now we need Mira. Mira, come back!
Mira, come back.
Did they get knocked out
It's
of
time to
call?
kill zombies.
Alrighty, give us just a moment while we take a break for technical... whatever they're called. Technical issues. We'll be right back. And we're back. Alrighty, Mira, go ahead and roll away. If you want, you can get under, as I was saying, you can get under Lynn to... Never mind. You're going to go ahead and hit. You have advantage, so see if you crit on it, by the way.
And
See if you crit.
we're going to again. Well, I'm not sure if that hits
No
16.
crit. That was to see if you crit. I still need your next attack. Can I be heard?
Wait, does a
Yes,
16 hit?
Mira, can you hear me?
Mira?
Mira?
Mika?
Hello?
No, she can't.
Oh no. Fuck.
Mira.
She's not in the call.
Gone.
Oh,
Gone again.
fine, whatever. She didn't. We'll just. I'll roll a d20, see if you crit. She did not crit. There we go. She dealt 27 damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. That is going to severely crack the massive structure as you see a web of cracks start to spread all over its body, which will then bring us to Targrim.
All right. Targrim is once again gonna run over to this zombie. He wants to finish it off,
Please.
and he's gonna start swinging at it. Bam, bam. Oh, finally I crit.
One's going to crit. That is going to be 14, 25 damage.
All right, and here comes the fist of fury, the fist of Tedagon.
That's going to hit.
Get him. Kill him. And alive too damn long.
Alrighty. It needs to make a con save. It's still standing. As you see, its body is trying to fall apart, but necrotic magic is holding it in place. Anything else from Targrim?
No, that's it.
Gotcha. And that's going to bring us to the statue who wants to crush. Mira just did a significant amount of damage to it. Going to try to crush Mira again because it's season. They are going to take some horns at Corvallis, which they are going to hit even with disadvantage. Corvallis, you are going to take 8 piercing damage as it.
Wait, you said it was, you said all that thing about Mira and then you went after Corvallis?
Yeah, the axe is going after Mira. It is going to attempt to bring its great axe down on Mira, and it is going to miss. Corvallis, that brings us to you.
So sorry, just checking that you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
We've been able to hear you. Can you hear us is the question.
I can. Okay. It seems that we've gotten things sorted out. I am so sorry.
That's good. Corvallis, what you up to?
I guess just taking the dodge action again. I can't do anything else.
Gotcha. That will bring us to Xanth.
I am going to move underneath Lynn. And I'm going to try and smack it.
Gotcha. You still have flanking with Corvallis?
Yeah, but just so that Mira can move next time.
Gotcha. That is going to hit, and it's going to hit decently.
Oh, damn. Great.
The party is tired of dealing with this.
Fucking Xanth is telling it, no, you fucking keep your eyes on me, you overgrown cow.
It crashes into the back of its knee, forcing it to almost kneel before it whips around and lets out a bellowing moo at you. Sounded like a cow Yoda.
Yeah.
That's
And
gonna
then
hit.
for force.
That's going to do 20 damage.
Yep. So, yep. Xanth is telling it to focus. It's just yelling at it at this point.
Alrighty.
And you know what? It keeps throwing radiant damage back at us. So I'll actually. No, this is one of the few characters I don't have Celestial on. Never mind.
Alrighty. That brings us to the ogre, who is continuing to chase Kanem. Targrim, that's another attack opportunity for you.
Kill him, please. Kill him,
Targrim is
please.
going to jump. How tall is this ogre?
About 15 feet tall.
Please kill him.
Targrim is going to stab his staff into the ground, use it as a jumping board, then reach up and slam the God, I gotta talk better. Slam the staff into the head.
Alrighty. It's still standing.
God damn.
I hate this thing.
You got this, Canis. Kill it.
Won't this thing die?
I don't have that many fucking hit points left. You might kill me.
Anything else from Targrim?
No, that's it.
Really?
I can't use my. Well, yeah, I can't. I can only attack once, right? For an opportunity to attack.
Oh, yeah, that's attack opportunity, not your turn. Never mind! I thought it was your turn.
I can't use my breath attack as a opportunity to attack, right?
No, it's a ranged weapon, technically.
Okay.
But it, yet again, is going to run up and yeet its Morning Star at Caneth again, this time scoring a 19. Need another dex save for Caneth.
Oh, Jesus. 12.
12 is not going to make it as it slams into your shoulder, piercing straight through and slamming you into the wall, the spike driving deep into the stone, trapping you there. You are going to take 11 piercing damage from it.
Okay. 11?
11 bludgeoning, yes. I also need a Constitution save. See if you can keep your concentration on favored foe.
Okay.
You said piercing before.
Yeah,
9.
it's
I
11.
don't think that does it.
It's piercing. It's good. It's the spike that got him. But 9 is indeed going to fail, as you need a 10, which is going to break the concentration as you scream as a spike goes through your shoulder. To be fair, as you are penned 30 feet in the air. That will bring us to Kenneth. Kenneth, what are you going to do?
What's this thing's distance from me right now?
He's about 15 feet down, 10 feet away.
Okay. So he didn't, like, smash me into the ground, he just brought me a bit lower?
No, you are pinned to the wall right next to the ceiling. You can't move.
Can't
Until
move?
that mace is out of your shoulder, because it is spiked into the wall.
You're like one of those display butterflies.
Honestly, I'd rather the fucking mace stay here if I'm completely honest. I'm not in melee range, correct?
Correct. You're still way out of range.
Okay.
Which is why it keeps throwing its mace at you.
Now, what exactly is what can someone remind me about the rules for taking levels of exhaustion with spell slots?
For every spell slot you use, every spell level you use, you take a point of exhaustion that you do not have.
I'm gonna first hit with my bonus action shot just to see if I don't need to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Eat. Okay.
That is gonna hit.
11.
Do me some damage.
Alright. It's gonna be 11 radiant.
As you see the radiant bolt tear through the necrotic energy holding this thing together, and it collapses to the ground, schlock just coming off of it, rotten meat going every which way. It kind of floods around Tarquin's feet. It's not a pretty sight.
Ew.
I know. Oh man. Okay. Don't want to deal extra radiant damage to people. I won't attack. What can I do?
You can use your standard action to try to free yourself. Would be a disadvantage athletics, because you have to try to push the spike out of your shoulder.
Alright. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Disadvantage athletics.
Not super optimistic. Let me out. I rolled well.
You do
Oh my god.
manage to shove it out. It falls to the ground, and you are able to catch yourself with the ring. There is a crash as the mace hits the ground, or not the mace, the Morningstar. As you have been freed.
Freedom, freedom.
But your arm is still in intense pain and bleeding rather significantly as there is a hole in your shoulder.
Yeah. Owie. Okay.
You get the distinct feeling if some
Do some
asshole
movement.
monkey ran up, tried with a bamboo staff, and tried to poke it through, it would go right through.
Oh, Jesus. Need that visual. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm gonna go down 15. Need to use, like, a bonus action or anything
You just
to
use
dismiss my
dax.
wings, or can I just get rid of it?
I think it's just a free action to let it go. Let me see the ability.
Please. Go.
You end it as a
action.
bonus.
Yeah. So you'd have
That
to.
That's my
being
life.
said,
Okay.
that being said, if you use a bonus action to end it while you're still in the air, you're gonna take fall damage.
Yeah, no, that's why I went 15 feet over and 15 down, so I'm on the ground.
Fair.
You're still 15 feet off the ground. You were 30 feet up.
Oh. I thought I got knocked down a bit.
No,
Okay.
you got slammed right at the top of the building. Either way, you don't have a bonus action to use to cancel it anyway. So.
Yeah. No, it's irrelevant either way. But
Yeah. Anything else for Kenneth?
yeah. No.
That brings us to Pelly, who's going to do the same thing she's been doing. Miss with. Oh, she's going to hit with both. Nice, Pelly.
Oh,
for
bless her.
18 plus another 9 for 27. I can do math, I promise. She's going to bounce 2 more arrows at them. What's up, Blue?
Nothing.
That's going to bring us to Lynn. Lynn is still hanging on to this thing, getting flipped this way and that way. That brings us to Mira. Mira, you have advantage on your first attack as Mira is getting not Mira. Lynn is getting flung about like a rag doll.
Do this. Fighter do fighter things.
It's going to hit. Dealing 11 slashing.
And we're attacking again.
It's going to hit.
18.
Additional 12 damage. Lynn's kind of over here at this point.
Yep.
Still getting flung around.
Yeah,
Anything else from
Mira's
Mira?
just as much trying to catch this thing's attention. But yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, Targrim. After getting ignored by Flush and now your feet. You don't wear shoes, do you, Targrim?
No, I don't.
There are organs in between your toes.
Yeah.
Rotten organs. It's not a good feeling.
I'm going to need a hot bath after this.
Reminds
And
you of
Torgrim will.
grapes.
I don't need that visual. With an image. Okay, so Torgrim is going to run over here, run behind it, so it's flanking with Mira.
Gotcha.
And he's going to do his Rombo combo. Bam, bam.
First one's gonna miss. Second one's gonna hit.
All right, bam, 5, and 1. And he's going to punch it.
Gonna hit.
Probably didn't enjoy punching a solid crystal statue, but whatever.
Nope, it's cracked, so it's not as bad. It has a little bit of give. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do right now. I'm all out of key points.
That is going to bring us to the Minotaur, who's going to try to gore Mira, but miss. Then it's going to flip around, bringing that axe down on Mira again, getting a 24 to deal 23 damage to Mira again, crushing her to the ground once more.
You were down.
Another silvery barb from Corvallis. As Corvallis is now at 4 levels of exhaustion. I believe you die at 5 or 6. We're getting real close to Corvallis' death.
I die at 6. I'm at 5 now.
You're at...
Maybe.
I think you're at 4, aren't you?
No, they're at 5.
Please stop.
It did.
Please stop.
Alrighty, I believe that makes Corvallis' speed 0.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's going to try to hit Mira again. It's going to crit, but it doesn't get the crit, so it still only does the 16 slashing.
Dang it.
She's down.
Which is going to crush Mira into the ground. Which brings us to Corvallis, who no longer has speed. As he is barely standing.
Alright, I gotta do something.
I think regardless of what you do, it's a disadvantage. For those watching, Corvallis at 5 levels of exhaustion has disadvantage on all ability checks. His speed is halved. He has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. His hit point maximum has been halved, and his speed is now at 0.
Okay, I got one thing I can do. Alright, this is definitely a bad idea, but it's the only real way I'm going to be able to do some damage to this thing. I'm going to cast Fireball focused on the gas back here, so that it only hits me and the Minotaur.
I swear to
God.
fucking God.
That sound
gonna
was me
die.
slapping my forehead.
Oh,
You
You're
we,
gonna
heard it.
die.
we all did the forehead slap, I guess.
So here,
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much just so it only hits me and the Minotaur.
God
Okay.
damn, no.
I need a save from both
Self-preservation.
Corvallis and the Minotaur. Minotaur is going to save, I think. What's your dex? What's your DC? 15-ish? 15, 16, 17?
14.
14. Okay, yeah, it's definitely going to save. That's a 17. Alrighty, do me the damage.
Silver reaction silvery barbs on it. I can't use my. I'll use a 3rd level spell slot for it.
Okay, I was going to be like, you will die. Okay. Make another dex. It's an 8, so it's going to fail. Are you given advantage to?
The two from the last one I gave, this one's going to Targrim, the other one's going to Xanth.
Wait, can you cast Silver Barbs with another
He gets it.
He gets it
my
back. He
reaction
never told. Yeah, he just never told us
Yeah.
who got it last time.
Yeah. Alrighty, so it's going to be 31 force damage, which is enough to bring this thing down. But that's also 31 damage to Corvallis. Corvallis, that's what? Corvallis still alive?
I'm still alive. If it did 3 more damage, I'd be dead.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Holy shit,
As
dude.
Corvallis is unconscious.
Fuck.
But that brings us... Actually, it doesn't bring us out of combat as we... Who did I just remove?
Oh,
No, but you remove the crystal thing because it's dead.
Okay, good. I was hoping that... No, it wasn't. It was whoever was after the crystal thing. Who isn't on the thing. Xanth, Mira... It was Corvallis.
That was
Funnily enough. So,
Yeah.
let me add you back in here. Add turn. Alrighty, Xanth, that brings us to you. Corvallis is dying on the ground after blowing himself up. As
Yep.
is Mira at the moment.
Oh. Okay. Xanth is going to look at Lynn and tell her to bring Mira back up. Can you bring Mira back up?
There's a nod.
Okay. Actually, in that case, we really don't need. Oh.
I
I
don't
refuse to
have-
carry your ass out of here, Corvallis. And I don't have a choice but to carry your ass out of here. Motherfuck.
I can take 1 level of exhaustion to give him the barest minimum heal.
It doesn't matter.
Lynn
Xanth's
has
gonna.
Okay.
healer's kit.
Oh, he doesn't have speed.
Yeah, he has no speed, so we're carrying him out of here no matter what. So Xanth is just gonna reach down and cast Spare the Dying.
Fair.
Mhm.
Is
Oh.
unconscious. Which then...
And then bonus action. Hey, I'm
waiting.
not done.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Boy, skip came in.
Yeah,
I didn't prepare lesser restoration. Fuck my life.
Xanth is going to look Lynn directly in the eye and go, keep that one in fighting condition. as I am going to cast a first level healing word at Mira.
Okay.
If I can get it to roll.
While that's going on, is there anything else you're doing? Seven HP back to Mira as Mira wakes back up. Yay! And both of you are done, so we're out of combat initiative. We're good.
Yeah.
Whoop, took off the round counter. Alrighty, what will the party do now?
Gonna fling
drop-
Corvallis over my shoulder.
And I come over here and just try to get a closer look at the statue.
It has fallen to absolute pieces, crystal going in every direction. Due to mostly on Lynn, who is now just surrounded by crystal, looking around, going, how did I not get knocked out by flying crystal? I don't want to know. She is trying to crawl over to Mira.
Mira's standing up and she's trying to help Lynn up if she can, because Lynn is still prone.
Yep, you see there is a massive gash in one of her wings and along her thigh from when she got thrown.
Mira's going to indicate for Lynn to get on her back. Apparently we're all carrying somebody today. Let's go. Pele's got Shivy on her back. Xanth has Corvallis. I've got Lynn. She's got to look at the rest of the party. We got to move now. We have to get out of here.
Tick-tock. You're really going to be leaving the one you called friend behind? I knew you didn't have it in you. Such a waste of a life. You hear in your ear, Mira.
Mira kind of closes her eyes, but just adjusts Lynn on her back and is like getting ready to go.
Yeah. Xanth is going to where the Canis, you are getting handed Corvallis.
What would the party like to do? As Kenneth now has the unconscious and very heavily bleeding Corvallis.
He's been stabilized.
He's still bleeding pretty bad. He's still in bad shape. He did
I
almost
mean,
die.
I wouldn't be. I would assume that the fireball cauterized the wound. It's fine.
Yeah, he's not actively dying, but he's not looking good.
Yeah. Xanth is gonna look and go, if somebody doesn't go back for fucking Bailey right now, he's gonna get trapped in here and die.
I will return for him. I will return. I will meet up with you back.
Xanth is going to stop you, Targrim.
I am the fastest one here.
I believe you. I'm not gonna stop you from going and getting him. I'm gonna give you some healing on the way out, though.
Should we really be separating in a place like this? You hear from Pele.
Should we know?
We don't have a choice.
Alright,
I'll go with Targrim. Everyone else stay here.
Stay here. More likely we'll get it jumped if we stay here. We'll be safer back in the other room.
So are both those for me? Like 14?
I only rolled one.
Yeah, it's just the 7 Targrim.
Oh, I see 2 there.
Yeah, the
Well,
healing
yeah,
word
that's because
was
one's a
Mira.
healing word.
Okay.
Maybe go back into the room and take a short rest.
That
It's
might
fucking
be.
hell.
It would be safer than splitting up. We don't know what else is out there.
Right. Targrim, lead the way. Everyone, come on.
Yes, America knows Torgrim has a very grim look on his face.
Targrim, you'll notice Mira flinches a little bit as you walk past her, but she doesn't say anything.
Who was that aimed at?
I'll move Corvallis and the others here in a minute. But do y'all do anything as y'all are moving back?
I'm moving the exact same path I took to get here because Targrim would assume there's no traps on wherever he stepped before.
Yeah, same. And then jump over the ones that we did find.
Fair.
Little tiny leap over here. I believe
Party
this
is
is the door,
slowly
right?
making their way. Are you sure that's the door?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so.
Targrim, hang on.
Oh.
There we go. As you go up that way, I am going to need a... Oh, it's not even a save. As you're going around this corner, you feel the floor give out from under you. As you realize there wasn't a floor there, and you drop.
Can I try catch him?
No, it wouldn't be a reaction thing. He's just falling. You hear a splash underneath you as you slam into the ground, which is covered in corrosive goo, which immediately starts eating away at Targrim. Targrim, you are going to take 22 acid damage.
That literally leaves me with 1 hit point. You got him. But Targrim is going to grab his staff, extend it out so it grabs onto the walls around me, and lift myself out of the acid.
I would need an athletics check.
In this case, can we help pull him up?
He is about 30 feet down right now. Oh, no, it's only 10 feet. He can just stand up and jump. Wrong one. Yeah, he's only 10 feet down.
Oh, and in that case, yeah, I just use my staff to push myself out of there.
Fair. And you are back
I'll grab you. Help
out
you.
of
I don't think that was the way.
ooze.
Pretty sure this was the door you.
Sorry, I am out of sorts right now.
I'm really glad that I fucking healed you.
As am I. That would have been very bad. And Targrim will reach for the door and open it.
It opens just fine. And you'll find yourself walking past defeated enemies that you know. And you'll find Mr. Familiar. Bayleaf is still sitting on a little bed, playing a flute pipe. Pan flute, not a poop. Pan flute. Ah,
Targrim
good to see you. Good to see you aren't dead yet.
Targrim's just going to walk past, like, silently, almost ignoring him. He's just going to walk toward that barrel of water and just, like, start splashing his face, washing away the blood and acid, and just contemplating shit right now. He's a little fucked up. Targrim's a little fucked up.
Fair. As Lynn puts down Shivy, and she doesn't have her aura right now because she is unconscious.
Well, Pele puts down Shivy, but Mira will put down Lynn.
Thank you.
She nods at her and gives a tiny smile.
She tries to give you a smile back.
All right, we rest here, then continue making our way out of here.
How'd it go in there? Hope things didn't
Zam's
go too
just
catastrophically. Though, judging by Mr. Crispy over there, I'm imagining things didn't go too well.
Sam's just gonna glare at this man. Also, where's Canum? We're not Canum, Caneth. Where's Caneth?
2 feet behind you.
Around.
What?
I said I'm around.
Santh goes and grabs her brother and pulls him into the room.
Contested grapple?
Caneth, are you trying to stop me?
Don't grapple me.
Huh?
I said don't grapple me.
She's just grabbing your arm and trying to pull you into the room.
Fine.
You feel her bite is very weak. Xanth is pushed by exhaustion.
Excuse me as I just slowly, like once Caneth is in here with us, just slowly just slide down the wall.
You'll also hear an almighty crash from outside.
Mira's going to go look for Targrim.
Mira will see Targrim standing over like the overturned barrel, a couple of the boards broken as he just like kicked it as hard as he possibly could. He's breathing heavily. You have never seen Targrim this upset or like in full rage almost, but like a quiet storm of anger.
Mira is leaning up against the wall right now, watching, just waiting to see what it is that you do, but very uncharacteristically not coming up to Targrim to try and offer any sort of comfort. Just watching.
Would Targrim know that Mira's behind him?
I mean, she's in armor and not very quiet, so yeah.
He's just like breathing heavily, and after a minute of just standing over the shattered remains of the barrel, and like he's going to go down into the lowest position. I buried him with my own hands. How can he be here?
Mira is going to walk over hesitantly and sit down on the ground in front of him, and she will put her hand on his knee and just kind of sit there in silence for a moment and let him just, he doesn't have the answers. Just let him process, but trying to be there. She seems incredibly tense and uncomfortable.
Targrim will look over at Mira. His body I shrouded it myself, performed the funeral rites myself. He should
We
not
will
be
figure
here.
I know. We will figure this out, okay? Nothing in this building really makes any sense, but we will figure out what happened to your son, okay? Promise.
Cannot repeat him. I can't. I'm sorry, Mira. I need to meditate.
Right, I understand, but and she's gonna stand up and offer a hand up. Please, the room with everybody. Splitting up right now is not a good idea. Please.
Very well. And Targrim will stand slowly. He doesn't take your hand, not out of like disrespect toward you, but just He's processing a lot right now. He's moving kind of like a ghost almost. Just well, he's not seeing anyone.
Sarah will lead him back to the room, and she's going to be standing at the door, watching over the entire party as they rest.
Darwin will take up a Lowe's position right here. Do I have any incense? Damn.
From her spot on the floor, Xanth is gonna go. Are you alright, Tardigram?
Oops. No, I am not, Captain. And Tardigram will close his eyes and assume the meditative position to fill back up his key points.
Xanth,
Are
are you taking back over?
Xanth is going to look around. In Mira, she actually seems to contemplate whether or not she's in the right mind. Like, it's not just an
Whether or not-
instant. Huh?
I say
Uh,
whether or not being captain is your default setting and people default to listening to you. I am not. You're back.
The question is whether or not I'm actually fit to lead right now.
Whether
But
you are or not, you are.
Are what?
Whether you are or not, you are leading.
Xanth's gonna snort and go, that sounds more like you're not asking me whether or not I'm taking control. You're giving it back.
Back in that room, you gave instructions, people listened.
It's their default, like you said.
Exactly. I'm not going to continue to. You're back.
Xanth is going to realize the undertones of what you just said and kind of look at everyone around her. And she seems to decide on something and just gives you a nod, Mira. And she is then going to, yeah. And
She's
does
stepping
what?
out of the room. She's stepping kind of out of the room, but she's leaning on the side of the wall, still keeping an eye on the party.
Okay. We need to get the fuck out of here. Bailey.
What can I do for you? Come back to think about my offer?
What is your offer?
Well, if you pay me, I'll come with you. Otherwise, I'll be staying right here till you find a way out.
How much do you want?
Let's see, a good 125 based on what you've been dealing with in gold.
All right. Deal.
Well, let's shake on it. He immediately
Xanth
pops up and offers out a hand.
will step up and shake his hand.
Well, it was good to do business with you. I'll keep an eye on while you get some rest then.
Xanth looks around. I don't think we're gonna last here through another long rest.
Well, it's up to you, but I'll keep an eye on things. He whistles and starts walking off into the room.
I'm gonna move so I'm over here and can like see down this hallway and kind of keep an eye on him.
Xanth's gonna turn to Pelly and go, advice.
I'm not sure if a short rest is going to be enough. We're tapped out and injured. We might need to take as much rest as we can. With somebody fresh watching over, we might have the time to get in, but pushing out with as badly as we're injured is a big risk. Lynn's running low on
Agreed.
magic. Corvallis is in a bad way. You look like you're out of magic, as does your brother. Mira and Targrim are pretty banged up. Shivy's still out of condition. We might be risking it because we don't know what's going on with Shivy, but Shivy's dead either way if we die.
Let's be quite honest, Shivy's worse than dead if we die. Alright. Take the long rest.
Do you want Lynn to try to get Corvallis up so you can have a word with him?
I'm going to be quite honest. I don't have the temperament for it right now.
Pass it on to me.
And that's-
I don't think she's in the best condition to either.
No.
Let
Let him sleep it off. Let him sleep it off. Now is not the place to have these conversations.
There's a nod. I'd suggest you have it before we go back in, though. If he does something like that again, he might get himself killed. And she is going to go sit next to Mira.
Mira isn't sitting, she's standing. Yeah.
Oh, she's going to go stand next to Mira then. She doesn't put her hand on you, but you do get a nod and she stands with you in solidarity.
Xantha's going to go walk over here. And actually she's gonna go right here and lean against the wall. And is just kinda looking at Corvallis, looking at Lynn, and then just looking down at her hands.
Anything I can do to help, Captain? You see a very weak Lynn looking up from the ground, still trying to give you a smile.
Rest, Lynn. Rest.
There's a nod, and she glances over to Mira.
Mira doesn't do anything. She's standing there.
You see her antennas kind of dip a little bit, but she doesn't say anything.
Xantha's going to look. I think out of all of us, who's doing the best out of all of us at the moment?
Belly never got it.
Xantha's going to look at Pelly and is going to go, I'm going to trance. Something happens. Wake me up.
She nods.
And Xantha's going to lean back and start her trance.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do while y'all attempt to long rest?
Edith is just kind of keeping an eye on the hallway and Bay leaves to make sure he doesn't get jumped until Xanth gets out of her trance.
Fair. You can see he's poking around and the body's down that way. He's going from one to the other, seeing if they have anything of interest. Another individual does eventually ooze out, still significantly injured, but having woke up after a while. It is Mara.
Oh, the kitty.
The Darkness Cat is still heavily injured and beaten from the earlier fight, but they are here to show that they are still here to help their party.
Xanth, the moment that she comes out, is just like, just going to reach forward and pick Mara up and just kind of curl into a ball in her trance.
Fair. Does the party? Is there anything else the party wants to do? Tarkram, Kana, Mira?
No.
No, Targum is just going to lay after meditating enough to get his key points back. He's just going to lay down and close his eyes. Too exhausted, both physically and emotionally, to really do anything else.
I think Kenneth will kind of move over kind of closer to Xanth, seeing that she's upset, and just kind of sit kind of as near to her as he can, with Shivy being where she is. Just kind of quietly some like sea shanties under his breath, kind of to try to like comfort her a little bit.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay, I was muted. Kenneth, you know that Xanth is very aware of her surroundings when she's in a trance. Can you roll me perception real fast?
Sure. Nice, be nice to me.
You have advantage. I'm your sister.
Okay, thank you. That's so much better. 21. The first one was an 8.
Fair enough. Like I said, I'm your sister. You have advantage. She is, 1, silently crying, and 2,
Okay.
is refusing to look at you.
Right. Can I kind of like scoot Shivy over so I can sit next to my sister, please?
Yeah, she's not gonna do anything about it. She's completely not moving.
Right. You're just gonna do a little swapsies with me, so I can just kind of sit with my sister. Not gonna like touch her or anything, but
Yeah,
like
she's
on my little tunes.
Mm-hmm. She's holding on to Mara, and you can tell she's actively trying not to look at you. She looks very ashamed.
Right. Well, we'll talk about that later.
As y'all are getting y'all's chance to rest for a little while. It's quiet for a long while, save for whatever the heck Bayleaf is doing over there. But as you'll do, eventually y'all hear the sound of feet echoing from the room to the right. Hello? Is there anyone here? I heard somebody needed some help.
Who's from here?
Yeah.
Mira's immediately up to look
Yeah.
at the boy.
Did we get the long rest or no?
No, this is still midway. But as y'all get through,
So I have a long rest because
Not
it's
even
4
you.
hours of the half.
we haven't gotten
So
to the
it's
next day.
not halfway.
It is. You finished
so it's-
your trance, but you haven't been. You're not at the end of the day, so cannot take your long rest yet. Y'all have been up for like 2 hours. Y'all have a ways before you're actually able to get your long rest. But you see a man come rushing down in what looks like relatively battered adventurer's garb, simple black cloth and armor, carrying a long sword. He's got a little bit darker skin and short brown hair that's kind of swooshed to the side as he looks over. Hey, good to find somebody. You'll need some help? And that,
Who are you?
for today, is where we're going to end it. Good job, you guys.
Okay.
And for everybody watching along, I do apologize about that. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you join us next time. See you later.